Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Hanson. I hope you like it here. Please do not leave without subscribing. Click on the subscribe button and join the family, and also click on the notification bell so you do not miss any of my uploads. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the simple and easiest thing that you can do to make sure that you always look put together, you always look sophisticated, you always feel your best. Because I don't know about anyone else, whenever I look good, I feel good. And even if you are struggling in the area of trying to look good and feeling your best every time, then this video is for you, because I do not care what anyone says. The way you look most of the time will detect how you are being treated in the society. So yeah, if you would like to know some of the simple things that I have done or I do or apply daily into my own lifestyle that has really helped me to make sure that I always look good and look sophisticated, then I would say grab a snack, grab a drink, relax, and without further ado, let's just dive right straight into the video. Okay guys, so before I even get into this video, I just wanted to say that I feel like one of the biggest misconceptions is that whenever you hear people talk about looking good, feeling good, looking sophisticated, looking put together, the first thing that people always associate that with is that you have to have a lot of money or you have to spend a lot of money to be able to look that way. But the truth is that it doesn't have to. You don't necessarily need to spend a lot of money to look your best. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there just so you know that you don't have to have a lot of money, neither do you need to spend a lot of money to make sure that you look good and to make sure that you feel your best. Okay, so yeah. All right guys, the very first thing that I have done over the past that has really helped me to make sure that I always look good and sophisticated is to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is one of the biggest things that you can ever do to yourself, or you can ever do for yourself, to make sure that you always look good and you always look sophisticated. And when I talk about taking care of yourself, I'm talking about grooming, I'm talking about your hair, I'm talking about your skincare, I'm talking about even your makeup. Everything is inclusive. Taking care of your hair. Somebody like me, as you guys can tell, I have short hair. Even if you have long hair, learning how to do your hair in the simplest possible way. There are lots of videos on YouTube where you can learn how to do your hair. I've said this a couple of times that when I first came to Canada, I didn't have anybody to do my hair for me. That was when I learned how to do my own hair, and I did that up until I decided to cut off my hair. So you can always do this. I know some people tend to get lazy, some people don't even want to try, but trust me, you can learn how to do your own hair, and you can learn a very simple style, a very simple way of taking care of your hair. Sometimes I see people wear wigs and I'm like, it would have been better if you wore your natural hair than this wig that you're wearing, because even the wig is not wigging. The wig is not wigging. And also make sure that you take care of your nails. Now this has nothing to do with you doing your nails. Your natural nails, take care of them. You don't want to walk around with dirt in your nails. It's not a good look. Trust me, it is not a good look. I don't think that there is anybody that doesn't know the usefulness of a deodorant. I don't want to believe that, but honestly, find one that works for you and use it. One of my biggest pet peeve is when I come close to somebody and I realize that they have a body odor. That thing throws me off. I don't care how beautiful your outfit is, I don't care how beautiful you look. If you have a body odor, it doesn't sit well with me, and I'm very sure it's not going to sit well with any other person that comes close to you. Especially for women, please take care of yourself. There are so many perfumes that are not expensive. If you are familiar with Zara, Zara has so many perfumes that are I'm talking $19.99, $20 that smells really good. You do not have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars to buy a good perfume. You can always get one that you love, the one that you can wear every day. So please get it. Make sure you always apply some form of perfume. It also helps. Let's not forget about your oral hygiene as well. That is also very important. Mouth odor and body odor, I'm not even sure which one is the worst, but I can't stand any of them. And you don't want to give people that impression, you know. You don't want people to know you as that person that has a body odor. Before you even go out and spend money on buying all these beautiful outfits to wear, you have to take care of yourself first. And trust me, when you take care of yourself, even you yourself, you're going to feel much better when you actually take the extra time to take care of yourself. It's going to help your overall look, and this is one of the things that you can do to make sure that you always look put together and that you always look sophisticated every time. I mean every time. All right guys, the second thing that you can do to make sure that you always look put together is by ironing or steaming your clothes. If you are like me, okay, I'm going to tell you this, and I say this all the time, I do not like ironing. I do not love to do it, but I will not also go out wearing wrinkled clothes all because I do not like to iron, because that is not how I want to present myself. So as much as I hate ironing my clothes, as much as I hate that job, I am going to make sure that I put the extra effort to make sure that I iron my clothes. It doesn't matter how much expensive your clothes is or are. If they are wrinkled, it doesn't even bring out the beauty of the clothes. I'm not seeing it. Sorry, I can't see it. One thing that we used to do growing up, you know, I think it's because I went to boarding school, was that on the weekends, on Sundays, you make sure that you wash all your clothes, you make sure you iron everything, so that you don't even have to spend the extra time to iron your clothes when you should be getting ready to go to work or to go to school. Most of the time, one of the reasons why people would leave their house with wrinkly clothes is because of lack of time, especially if you're going to work. If you have a 9 to 5, you are rushing out of the house, you don't have time to iron. But trust me, if you take the extra time during the week, whenever you have a free time on the weekend, bring out your clothes, iron them. It's going to make your life much easier, and you're going to look much more presentable when you go out in public, rather than leaving your house with a wrinkly clothes. To me, it doesn't speak well. It doesn't look good. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It just doesn't. Ironing your clothes, it's very underrated, but it's one of the most important thing that you can do for yourself. It adds a lot to your overall appearance. Yeah, that is tip number 2, making sure that you don't go out wearing wrinkled clothes, and just taking the time to make sure that you iron your clothes at least before you put it on. Okay? All right guys, the number 3 thing that I think that you need to do is to make sure that you always look at yourself in the mirror before you leave your house. And if you are a lady, I strongly would recommend that you get yourself a full mirror. It doesn't even matter, even if you're a man watching this video, get yourself a full-size mirror. It's not that expensive. You're doing yourself a disservice, if I should say, if you do not have a full-length mirror in your house that you can look at yourself from head to toe before you get out of your house. I'm saying this because I think it has happened to me maybe 2 or 3 times, where you go out and realize that you wore your clothes inside out. Now, looking at yourself in the mirror is not just only because you want to see if your clothes is inside out or whatever, but it's also to make sure that your clothes sit properly on you. If, for example, you were wearing something, a shirt or a top that you had to tuck into your pants or whatever you're wearing, looking at yourself in the mirror to make sure that, okay, it's properly tucked in, the seams, the shoulders is where it's supposed to be. If you're wearing a skirt, you're wearing it properly, it's staying where it's supposed to stay, you know, all of those things. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to be able to adjust your clothes to just the way it's supposed to be. There are just so many things that could go wrong. So I really recommend that you always look at yourself in the mirror before you leave your house. Look at yourself in the mirror, walk past the mirror and walk back and look at yourself again. Look at from the back, from the front, from the sides, and just make sure that you look okay. It's very important. I cannot stress it enough. And this is one of the things that you will do that is going to help you to make sure that you always look put together. All right guys, the final tip that I was going to share with you guys in today's video to make sure that you always look put together and also look sophisticated. But this particular tip here has a lot to do with how you dress, because of course this is a big part of looking good and looking polished when you are out in the society. So I'm not going to tell you guys this is what you need to wear, this is what you don't need to wear, whatever your style is, whatever your style of dressing is. But one of the things that you can always do to make sure that you always look put together, and it's going to make you look as if you put a lot of time and effort into dressing up, is two things. Number one, to always make sure that you tuck in your clothes. Now, I do understand that it's not all outfit that requires tucking in, but trust me, most of the time, if you are not sure, tuck it in. You can tell a very big difference with an outfit that is tucked in and the outfit that is not tucked in. There is just something about tucking in your clothes, and I'm not saying that you have to tuck in your clothes every single time, but like I said, it has a lot to do with the type of outfit that you're wearing, and I know you guys understand what I mean. So yeah, if you're not sure, when in doubt, tuck in your shirt, tuck in your top, okay, tuck in your blouse. It's just going to add to your overall look, and it also helps you to have that more of a classy, polished look, okay, when you tuck in your clothes. And the second thing that I wanted to mention is to make sure that you try to wear clothes that are in the same color family. If you like to wear colors, that is fine. If you like to wear neutrals, that is fine. Like I said, I'm not here, this video was not for me to tell you the kind of clothes that you wear, but one of the easiest thing that you can do when you're wearing your clothes, when you're putting your outfit together, is to try as much as possible to wear clothes that are in the same family. I will find pictures to put it on the screen for you guys to see what I'm trying to say. It just has a way of making you look so polished, so put together. Like I just love it. So yeah, these are very simple tips and tricks that I do that makes me look polished and sophisticated. I get it a lot. Oh, you always look so put together, you always look so good. And these are some of the things that I do to make sure that I achieve that. Like I said, let's rewind. The first thing is for you to make sure that you take care of yourself. This is the biggest and the greatest of them all. Before you even think of spending money on any clothes, spending money to buy all of these things, self-care is one of the most important things that you can do. That you have to take the extra time, okay, to make sure that you take care of yourself. And the number two thing that I mentioned was that you always have to iron your clothes. It doesn't matter how expensive your clothes are. If they are wrinkled, they don't look good, they don't make you look sophisticated, they don't make you look put together. So yeah, make sure that you iron your clothes, that you don't wear wrinkly clothes outside, because it doesn't even speak well of you. The number three thing that I mentioned was you to make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror. Please do not leave your house without looking at yourself in the mirror. There are so many things that could go wrong in an outfit that you don't know. And if you live in this part of the world that I live, where people do not care about what you are wearing, nobody's going to tell you. In this part of the world, that is one thing that I've noticed here. People are just going to be looking at you crazy, but nobody's actually going to come to you and tell you're not wearing your clothes properly. So yeah, make sure you look at yourself in the mirror before you leave your house. And the fourth and fifth thing, where it was like two things together, was that whenever you're not sure to tuck in your outfit, tuck in your shirt, whatever you're wearing on top to the bottom, tucking your clothes in is just going to give you that elevated appearance. And the second thing that I mentioned when it comes to dressing up was that you should always try to wear clothes that are in the same color family. I know that this is not something that you would do all the time, but whenever you're trying to achieve that polished, put together look, wearing clothes that are of the same family, it's going to very effortlessly give you that look that you're going for. So yeah guys, those are the simple tips that I wanted to share with you guys in this video. Like I said, these are things that I do myself, especially when I am stepping out of my house. At this point, is a part of me. It's something that I am very much aware of, and I know that for me to go out in public, I have to put that extra effort to make sure that I look good. And like I said, it also helps me to feel my best as well. And did I mention that it's going to boost your self-confidence? That is one of the biggest things that comes with looking good. It's going to boost your confidence. There's this thing that whenever I am dressed, maybe we wanted to go out, let's say you wanted to go to church and I'm dressed, and my husband will look at me and be like, you look good. And I would say to him, always. And it's going to be like, I knew that is what you were going to say. I'm like, but it's true. I look good all the time. Like, at this point, we already know that I love to look good, and you're not gonna catch me not looking good, okay? Even if no one said it to me, I will still do it because it makes me feel good. So do it for yourself, not necessarily because someone is going to acknowledge the fact that you did it, but trust me, people will, because there are people who like good things. Okay, so guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know what are the simple things that you do also to help you look good and make you feel your best. Share in the comment section below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe before you leave if you are not yet a subscriber, and also follow me on my social media platforms. God bless you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.